Have you ever felt a fleeting moment of joy so deep it seemed to touch the infinite, only to slip away, leaving you chasing shadows? What if the secret to lasting happiness lies not in grasping, but in letting go? Welcome to the heart of Tantric Buddhism, where bliss and emptiness non-duality, the sacred Yab-Yum embrace, unlocks a path to awakening that's vibrant, alive, and within your reach. Why do we crave joy yet feel trapped by life's chaos? In this video, we'll unravel the mystery of bliss and emptiness, a truth so radiant it transforms every moment into a step toward freedom. Whether you're new to Buddhism or curious about its wisdom, we'll explore how ancient tantric teachings, like the Hevajra Tantra, offer a map to live with joy and clarity no matter where you are. Stick with us to discover how to dance with life's highs and lows, and share your thoughts in the comments. What does true happiness mean to you? Let's dive in. The radiant call of union. In the stillness of a Himalayan dusk, where the air vibrates with the unspoken rhythm of ancient truths, a secret shines so brightly it calls to the heart before the mind can name it. Picture yourself on a cliff's edge, the breeze carrying whispers of the infinite, your soul alight with a joy so vast it feels like merging with the cosmos. This is the essence of bliss and emptiness non-duality, the sacred heart of Tantric Buddhism, where the Yab-Yum union unveils the path to awakening. It is not a doctrine to memorize or a puzzle to solve, but a living flame that beckons you closer, its warmth dissolving the boundaries of self. Step into this mystery with me, for once its radiance touches you, turning away becomes impossible. You'll crave to follow its light to the end. In the Vajrayana tradition, bliss and emptiness non-duality reveals the inseparable dance of bliss, sukha in Sanskrit, and emptiness, shunyata. These are not mere ideas, but living experiences pulsing within you, waiting to be recognized. Bliss is not the fleeting pleasure of a warm meal or a tender glance. It is the radiant clarity that arises when the mind rests in its own nature. Emptiness is not a desolate void, but the boundless space where all forms arise and dissolve, free from clinging. Together, they form the Yab-Yum embrace, the sacred union of masculine and feminine energies, compassion and wisdom, merging to reveal the non-dual truth. The Hevajra Tantra, a radiant scripture of Vajrayana, paints this vividly. Hevajra, fierce with compassionate energy, entwines with Nairatmya, the embodiment of wisdom's boundless void. Their union is a mirror, reflecting your own potential to transcend duality. The text declares, "In bliss, emptiness is known. In emptiness, bliss shines." These words are a spark, igniting a curiosity that pulls you deeper. Can you feel it, the urge to uncover more? To walk this path is to see the world as a sacred mandala. The Hevajra Tantra, a cornerstone of tantric wisdom, describes meditating on Yab-Yum deities. Imagine sitting in stillness, your breath a gentle tide, and in your mind's eye, the deity and consort appear, radiant and inseparable. Their embrace is a gateway. The bliss of their union awakens a warmth in your heart, a joy beyond the senses, while their form, vivid yet ungraspable, reveals the emptiness of all phenomena. The Hevajra teaches that appearance and emptiness dance as one. Every thought, every sensation, is a fleeting play of light on the vast screen of shunyata. This practice transforms the ordinary, the market's bustle, a loved one's touch, even the weight of loss, into waves arising from the ocean of emptiness, each infused with the potential for bliss. Doesn't this stir something within you, a longing to see how this truth weaves into your own life? The Chandamaharasana Tantra offers a metaphor that lingers like a soft melody. As the moon's reflection dances on water, so does bliss shimmer in the expanse of emptiness. This is the heart of bliss and emptiness non-duality. Bliss draws you in, like the scent of jasmine on a warm night. Emptiness sets you free, like a bird soaring from a cage. Together they dissolve the illusion of separation. Recall a moment of pure joy, perhaps a child's laughter or the quiet awe of a starlit sky. In that instant, the self softens, and you glimpse the spaciousness beneath. The Tantric path turns these fleeting moments into a practice, a way to live with eyes open to the sacred. The Yab-Yum iconography, with its vivid deities in union, reflects your own nature. The masculine energy of compassion, karuna, and the feminine wisdom of emptiness, prajna, are not separate. They are you, in every kind act, every moment of clarity. The Hevajra Tantra sings, "Bliss is the gate, emptiness the expanse. Together, they lead to the awakened heart." Feel the pull of these words, the way they urge you to keep exploring, to peel back the next layer of this truth. But how does this touch the chaos of daily life? The brilliance of Vajrayana lies in its immediacy. You need not retreat to a monastery or master esoteric rites. The Kalachakra Tantra reminds us, in the union of time and timelessness, the practitioner finds liberation. Every moment, washing dishes, navigating a crowded street, or sitting in quiet reflection, is a chance to embody bliss and emptiness non-duality. When you act with compassion, you touch bliss. When you see the impermanence of all things, you rest in emptiness. The practice is to weave these together, to move through life unbound by its forms. Picture a mind map. At its center, bliss and emptiness, non-duality, radiating to sukha, bliss as radiant awareness, shunyata, emptiness as boundless freedom, Yab-Yum, the union of compassion and wisdom, and sadhana, the practice of meditation and action. Each thread interweaves, forming a mandala of awakening. The Hevajra Tantra anchors bliss, the Guhyasamaja illuminates emptiness, and the Kalachakra binds them in the timeless now. This map is a guide to your own heart. Can you feel its call, the subtle thrill that keeps you reading, eager for more? The Yab-Yum embrace is a living teaching, showing that liberation is not a distant goal, but the ground beneath your feet. The Vajrayana path, with its vibrant rituals and vivid deities, celebrates life as a sacred dance. The Chandamaharosana Tantra urges, see all phenomena as the play of bliss and emptiness. Every sound, every sight, every fleeting thought is an opportunity to awaken. When you offer kindness, you embody the compassion of Yab. When you release attachment to outcomes, you rest in the wisdom of Yum. This is not a rejection of the world, but a deeper embrace, a way to move with grace and freedom. The dopamine of discovery, the spark of recognizing your boundless nature, holds you here, doesn't it? You're not ready to step away. You want to see how this path deepens, how it transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, the dance of fire and freedom. The wind carries the scent of pine and the faint echo of a distant bell, pulling you deeper into the heart of the mystery. You've glimpsed the radiant truth of bliss and emptiness non-duality, felt its pulse in the Yab-Yum embrace, but now the path beckons further, inviting you to weave this wisdom into the fabric of your being. Imagine a river, its surface shimmering with light, yet its depths vast and still. This is the Tantric journey, to ride the current of bliss without clinging, to rest in the stillness of emptiness without fear. The Vajrayana masters, with their knowing smiles, offer not just teachings but a map to awakening, etched in the vibrant imagery of their scriptures. Let's trace this map further, for its contours promise a freedom so exhilarating you'll find it hard to look away. The Hevajra Tantra returns to guide us, its verses like lanterns in the dark. It speaks of the Tummo practice, the inner fire that blazes at the core of Tantric meditation. Picture yourself seated, your spine a channel of light, as you kindle a warmth at your navel, a spark of sukha, pure bliss. This fire is not mere sensation, but a bridge to shunyata. As the warmth rises, melting the knots of attachment, the mind opens to the vastness of emptiness. The Hevajra whispers, "From the blaze of bliss, the moon of emptiness dawns." This is no abstract ritual, but a visceral experience, a way to feel the non-duality of bliss and emptiness in your own body. The practice transforms the mundane into the sacred. Every breath becomes a mantra, every sensation a gateway to awakening. Can you sense the thrill of this, the way it calls you to try it, to feel its truth for yourself? Yet, the Tantric path is not solitary. It embraces the world. The Hevajra Tantra teaches that Yab-Yum is not just a meditation, but a way of being. In the union of compassion, karuna, and wisdom, prajna, you learn to act in the world without being ensnared by it. Imagine offering a kind word to a stranger, your heart open, free of expectation. In that moment, you embody Yab, the masculine energy of compassion, while the act's impermanence reveals Yum, the feminine wisdom of emptiness. The Hevajra declares, "All actions, when seen as empty, become the dance of bliss." This is the alchemy of bliss and emptiness non-duality. Every gesture, every thought, becomes a step toward liberation. The market's chaos, the laughter of a friend, the sting of a setback, all are threads in the tapestry of awakening. Doesn't this spark a curiosity, a desire to see how your own life can become this dance? The Hevajra Tantra deepens this vision with a poetic truth. As a lotus blooms in mud, so does bliss arise from the heart of emptiness. This image lingers, doesn't it? It reminds you that the messiness of life, its joys, its pains, is not an obstacle but the very ground of practice. Consider a moment of struggle, perhaps a disagreement or a quiet ache of loneliness. The Tantric path invites you to pause, to breathe, to see this moment as a wave arising and dissolving in the ocean of shunyata. By resting in its impermanence, you touch emptiness. By embracing it with compassion, you find bliss. The Yab-Yum iconography, with its radiant deities in embrace, mirrors this process. Their union is your own potential to hold both joy and freedom in every experience. The Hevajra Tantra adds, "Purify the mind with bliss, and emptiness reveals its clarity." These words are a lure, pulling you deeper into the practice, making you wonder how this clarity might shine in your own heart. The beauty of bliss and emptiness. Non-duality lies in its accessibility. You need no sacred cave or gilded altar. Your life is the temple. The Hevajra Tantra offers a profound insight. The wheel of time turns, yet the center is timeless. Every moment, from the mundane to the profound, is a chance to embody Yab-Yum. When you listen deeply to another's words, you channel karuna. When you let go of judgment, you rest in prajna. The practice is to see these not as separate, but as one, a single current of awakening. Picture the mind map again. Bliss and emptiness. Non-duality at the center, with spokes of sukha, bliss as radiant awareness. Shunyata, emptiness as boundless freedom. Yab-Yum, the union of compassion and wisdom. And sadhana, the practice weaving them together. The Hevajra kindles bliss. The Hevajra unveils emptiness. The Kalachakra grounds them in the now. This map is alive, pulsing in every choice you make. Can you feel its rhythm, the way it urges you to keep reading, to uncover how this transforms your world? The Yab-Yum embrace is a call to live vividly, fully present. The Vajrayana path, with its mantras and visualizations, is not an escape, but a celebration of existence. The Hevajra Tantra urges, see the world as a mandala, its forms the play of bliss and emptiness. Every sound, a bird's call, a child's cry, is a note in this sacred symphony. Every act of kindness, every moment of letting go is a step in the dance. The Vajrasattva practice, with its purifying mantras, cleanses the mind's illusions, revealing the non-dual truth beneath. This is not a path of denial, but of embrace, a way to move through life with a heart wide open yet unbound. The dopamine of this realization, the spark of seeing your own potential, keeps you tethered, doesn't it? You're drawn to the next step, eager to see how this wisdom unfolds further. The Mandala of Eternal Now. The twilight deepens, stars piercing the velvet sky like jewels on a cosmic mandala, and the truth of bliss and emptiness non-duality hums ever closer, a melody you can almost touch. You've walked the path of Yab-Yum, felt its warmth in meditation, seen its reflection in the pulse of daily life. Now, the journey turns inward, not to retreat but to expand, to weave this wisdom into every fiber of existence. Imagine a flame in your heart, steady yet boundless, illuminating the world without consuming it. This is the Tantric promise, to live as the union of bliss and emptiness, to dance with life's fleeting forms while resting in the infinite. The Vajrayana texts, like stars guiding a weary traveler, light the way forward. Let's follow their glow, for the deeper you go, the more you'll feel this truth pulling you to its radiant conclusion. The Hevajra Tantra, with its intricate vision of time and timelessness, offers a final key to bliss and emptiness non-duality. It speaks of the Adi Buddha, the primordial awakened one, whose essence is the union of karuna and prajna. In meditation, you visualize this unity as Yab-Yum, the deity and consort entwined, their forms shimmering yet transparent. As you breathe, their bliss floods your awareness, a joy so pure it dissolves the illusion of self. Simultaneously, their emptiness reveals the world as a dream, vivid but ungraspable. The Hevajra whispers, in the heart of time, eternity shines. In the heart of form, emptiness abides. This practice is not an escape, but a homecoming, a way to see every moment, every glance, every breath, as a spark of the infinite. Can you feel the electricity of this, the way it makes you want to lean closer, to live this truth? The Vajrasattva Tantra deepens this with its purifying practice, a chant that clears the mind's shadows. Picture reciting the 100-syllable mantra, each sound a drop of nectar dissolving doubt and attachment. As you chant, bliss arises, not as pleasure but as clarity, a radiant awareness that lights up the emptiness beneath. The Vajrasattva teaches, through bliss, the mind is cleansed, through emptiness it is freed. This is the alchemy of Yab-Yum. Every practice, every moment of surrender, becomes a step toward awakening. The mantra is not just words, but a vibration, aligning your heart with the non-dual truth. In the marketplace or the quiet of dawn, this practice transforms the ordinary into a sacred act. Doesn't this stir a longing, a desire to weave such clarity into your own days? The Hevajra Tantra returns, its voice like a friend urging you onward. All phenomena are the play of bliss and emptiness, arising and dissolving in the great expanse. This is the culmination of bliss and emptiness non-duality, to see life itself as a mandala, every moment a chance to embody Yab-Yum. When you offer compassion to another, you channel karuna, the masculine energy of Yab. When you release clinging to outcomes, you rest in prajna, the feminine wisdom of Yum. These are not separate, but one, a single current flowing through you. The Hevajra Tantra reminds us, Bliss is the path, emptiness the destination, yet they are never apart. Every act, cooking a meal, listening to a friend, even facing sorrow, becomes a practice when seen through this lens. The world is not an obstacle but a canvas, painted with the colors of awakening. Can you sense the freedom in this, the way it makes you want to keep exploring? Let's revisit the mind map, now a radiant mandala in your mind's eye. At its center, Bliss and Emptiness Non-Duality shines, its spokes extending to Sukha, bliss as radiant clarity, Shunyata, emptiness as boundless freedom, Yab-Yum, the union of compassion and wisdom, and Sadhana, the practices that weave them into life. The Hevajra Tantra kindles the fire of bliss. The Guhyasamaja Tantra unveils the expanse of emptiness. The Kalachakra Tantra binds them in the eternal now, and the Vajrasattva Tantra purifies the path. Each text, each practice, is a thread in the tapestry of awakening, and you are the weaver. The Chandamaharasana Tantra ties it together. In the embrace of Yab-Yum, all is complete. This completeness is not a distant goal, but your true nature, shining in every moment you choose to see it. The dopamine of this realization, the thrill of recognizing your boundless potential, keeps you here, doesn't it? The Vajrayana path is a celebration, not a renunciation. Its rituals, mantras, visualizations, offerings, are not ends but doorways, opening the heart to bliss and emptiness non-duality. The Guhyasamaja Tantra urges, live as the deity, act as the mandala, see all as the play of awakening. Every step you take, every word you speak, can embody this truth. When you pause to breathe, feeling the rise and fall of your chest, you touch Sukha. When you let go of a fleeting worry, you rest in Shunyata. The Yab-Yum iconography, with its radiant deities in union, is your own reflection. A reminder that you are both the dancer and the dance. The Kalachakra Tantra concludes, in the union of form and emptiness, time and timelessness, the practitioner becomes the awakened one. This is the final spark, the promise that pulls you to the end, leaving you not with closure but with an opening. A call to live this truth, to make every moment a step toward liberation. As the stars fade into dawn, the journey of bliss and emptiness non-duality does not end. It begins anew. The Yab-Yum embrace is not a symbol but a way of being, a lens through which to see the world as sacred. Every act of compassion, every moment of clarity is a brushstroke on the mandala of your life. The Tantric texts, Hevajra, Guhyasamaja, Chandamaharasana, Vajrasattva, Kalachakra, are not relics but living guides, their wisdom pulsing in your breath, your choices, your heart. The dopamine of this discovery, the joy of seeing your own boundless nature, lingers like a melody you can't forget. You've walked this path, felt its radiance, and now it lives in you, urging you to carry it forward, to dance with life in the eternal embrace of bliss and emptiness.